sprint up to the ball. Big touch, big sprint. Right, it's full. So round, switching the hips. Oh my God. Yes, what's going on everyone, and welcome. Another video, today's video. All right, so I'm still out of breath. Just finished the session. It's raining, sunny, I'm not really sure what is going on. But today's session, 3 reasons why you are struggling to finish or can't even finish at all. All right, we are gonna go through them. They're the most simple tips that I can give to make your shooting even better than it already is, or even for those beginners. Today I'm gonna tell you how to shoot, all right? And we're gonna go through it nice and simply. Try your best to go out and practice these little tips I'm gonna give today. I hope you enjoy it. Right, step number 1 and reason number 1, you can't shoot, you're struggling to shoot, your shooting's got no power. I'm gonna go through step 1, and this is probably the first thing you guys have got to focus on, okay? So, how much momentum have you got up to the football, okay? So for me, when I shoot, and for anyone, you need good amount of speed before you get to the football, and then you can add to it the power from your leg, okay? So you've got the power from your leg and all the speed you're building up before you get to the football. You have to have those 2 things. If you've only got one of them, your shooting power is going to massively decrease, or you're going to try and kick the ball too hard because you're going up too slowly. Technique's going to go because you're leaning back, and it's going to make it a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. So, step number 1, you need to start being comfortable with getting your first touch out of your feet. So you have a bit of distance between you and the ball, which is going to enable you to sprint up to it and really get into the football, build up loads of speed and momentum, and that's going to contribute to the power of your shot as well. So if you are practicing, you have a goal, even if you're in the garden, you've got a wall, try and just concentrate on getting your touches out your feet. Even if you want to go for a dribble and then shift the ball with a nice big touch so you can get after it, that's absolutely fine. You guys have to make sure you have speed up to the football, all right, before you shoot. All right, I'm going to give 3 a go now, and I'm just going to concentrate, just like you guys can do it, getting the ball out my feet, nice and big sprint, nice strong finish, all right? All right, here we go. So, step number 1, all I'm going to do is concentrate on getting a big touch and a big sprint up to the ball. Big touch, big sprint. That's pretty decent, isn't it? Whew. Let's see if I can do that again. Big touch, big sprint. Again, not even getting onto steps number 2 and 3 yet. All I want you to do is sprint up to the ball. So big touch, sprint, finish. I've just put 2 in the top corner, and I'll be honest, I haven't really warmed up, so it's a good start. Another one, big touch, sprint, good. So all I'm focusing on is getting a quick few steps up to the football, all right? And all that momentum, all that speed I'm building up is contributing to a good, powerful shot, okay? So step number 1 and reason number 1, you're struggling to shoot, can't shoot, got no power in your shooting. It's your momentum and your speed up to the football. And that can be better by pushing your first touch and your touches out of your feet. All right, let's move on to reason number 2. Right, so reason number 2, okay, is your contact point. It's going to be the contact point of where your foot makes contact with the ball, and also where your opposite foot is planting in the floor. I guarantee you, all right, people can't get good contact on the ball because their planting foot, their standing foot is either too far away or too far forward. Because they're reaching for it, they end up getting a bit tubby. Again, that's going to take power away because you're not getting the correct contact point. You want all the contact that we make on the football to be on this nice strong part next to our ankle. Our foot is strongest closest to our ankle. All right, so we want to make contact. All of these hard bits in here, I prefer it to be a little bit more inside because I like using the inside of my foot. It gives me nice accuracy and power. See this nice strong bone here? This is where we want to make contact with the ball. Okay, all of these areas close to our ankle is where we want to kick the ball. All right, so first thing is when I'm sprinting up to the ball, I have to make sure I'm making this plant right next to the football, this plant of my left foot right next to the ball. That's going to enable me to get my nice strong part of my foot next to my ankle on the ball. All right, so I'm literally going to take a few shots, watch where my foot is planting and where I'm making contact with the ball. Right, so to recap reason number 2, you're going to make sure your left foot, your planting foot is right next to the football. Okay, that's going to enable us to get good contact with this part that we spoke about in here. That's going to make good contact with the ball and it's nice and strong. All right, and that's going to increase your power and make your shooting better. Let's move on to reason number 3. Right, reason number 3, the final reason. Okay, you guys have to make sure you have full range of motion. Okay, I see this quite a lot with players where they either have loads of backlift and no follow through, and their shots get quite stabby, technique goes a little bit, ball ends up rising and it's a little bit off target, or they might end up going quite low, okay, on their back lift and having quite like a sweepy follow through, okay, and the range of motion from going all the way back from here all the way through just isn't very tidy, it's not very consistent, and they struggle to really generate power, okay. So you guys have got to make sure that your foot is coming all the way from back to front, okay. I say it's a little bit like golf. If I have a golf club and I'm just going back and to the middle, the ball's probably not going to go very far. If I go from the start at the middle and all the way through, the ball's not going to go very far. I have to go all the way back, all the way through the ball, for the ball to go anywhere and for me to generate enough power to hit the ball far. It's the same with football. You have to make sure your leg's going all the way through, full range of motion, okay? And I sort of need you guys to start feeling this position of being at the top here and all the way through here, okay? So even without a football, you might just take time trying to feel your legs and your body position in certain positions using the full range of motion, okay? And there's something that you guys have got to spend time kicking the ball, shooting as much as you can in the back of the net, okay? And really start to feel technique, all right? So I'm now going to try and incorporate all the 3 steps I've gone through, which is the sprint up to the ball, the contact points of my foot planting, okay, and my foot making contact with the ball, and also going all the way back, heel to bum, and all the way through the ball as strong as I can. All right, I'm going to go for 3 more footballs. I want you guys to focus on every single part that I've gone through today, okay, and I'm going to try and hit the target as much as I can. All right, here we go. Get the balls, Zach. All the way through, speed. Nice, okay. You notice sometimes when I use the inside foot, my follow through, my range of motion might come out and round my body, okay. Like this one, when I use my laces, it's going to go through the middle of the ball, up towards the sky. So here we go, out, laces, nice. Again, that one was nice and strong, nice and centered. Follow through goes all the way through, trying to really extend my feet out and get as much power on the ball as I can. Last one, ready, speed, plant, strike. Nice. Go out, give it a practice, okay, and try your best to take my advice on board and give it a go. If you have any other queries, questions, and things that you want to see me do, then please chuck it in the comments below and I will get to it. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.